Hey all, it's Dan. Time for another video from Numerical Lion. That's my YouTube channel. So I saw this story today about this video, Steven Jackson in the news again. He reveals concern over NBA's resumption of play. And read the story a little bit. Former NBA small forward and champion Steven Jackson is not in favor of the 2019-2020 season resuming in Walt Disney World in sunny Orlando, Florida. He says, before he says that, he says, Jackson, who's very close friends with George Floyd, says that NBA coming back is going to take all the attention off the Black Lives Matter movement and the racial injustices in America. And I saw the video, and he does say this: playing basketball's going to do one thing, take all the attention off the task at hand. Notice the video is 58 seconds long, like Freemason. So this is exactly what Brooklyn Nets point guard Kyrie Irving was trying to say on Friday. 22 teams are set to play in the bubble games at Walt Disney World. They're calling them, quote, bubble games. I'll show you why that's interesting. So let's get to the decode here. And let's look at Steven Jackson. He's 42 years old, right? That the N word, 42, from Port Arthur, Texas. Notice he makes 10.06 million. Well, in the salary in 2012 was that. And I'll show you why that's interesting. So, from his last birthday on April 5th to this announcement was 70 days, a span of 70 days. And that is interesting because his name, Steven Jackson, equals 70. Also, time of coronavirus, Steven Jackson 70, coronavirus 70. Because I didn't put up another coronavirus, but most of you know this. Coronavirus equals 70 as well. Steven Jackson equals 70. So in a time of coronavirus, he takes a central figure. So his salary is listed at 10.06 million, and his full name, Steven Jesse Jackson, equals 106. Kind of like how much money he supposedly made in 2012. And he was born with 106 numerology, 106, that number of prophecy, and also that number of Black Lives Matter. He's talking about Black Lives Matter. That equals 106. Just like his name, just like when he was born, just like how much money he supposedly made. It was also 10 weeks exactly from his last birthday to this news. And when you write out 10, it equals 42. You know, just like the N word. And I'll get to that. N word 42. Any story about a black person in the media will have N word coding in it. Like, you know, his first name, Steven. Pretty good match with the N word, both 42, both 102, both 30. Also, he's talking about Black Lives. That equals 42. He's 42 years old. Look at racial injustices and Black Lives Matter. Pretty good match here. Both 173, both 65, and both 259. Racial injustices 83, like murder. Right? And Black Lives Matter got that 56 number, just like coronavirus. We were talking before about Steven Jackson coming to the forefront in this time of coronavirus. Same with Black Lives Matter, also 56. So there's that. So Steven Jesse Jackson also equals 65, just like racial injustices and Black Lives Matter. Another link also coronavirus 65 with the S exception, where S is 10, and part of this pandemic. Pandemic also, if you spell it correctly, equals 65 as well. So this is all scheduled to take place at the ESPN Worldwide of Sports complex located within Disney World in Orlando, Florida. Training camps slated to start at the end of June and the regular season beginning on July 31st. Why is that interesting? Well, he said this. Playing basketball is going to do one thing, take all the attention off the task at hand. And that equals 317. Kind of like the day the season starts, July 31st or 731. Most of the world says 31/7. And then Jackson equals 73, that number, Mason 73, right? Sacrifice 73 as well. And 73 is also a prime number, the 21st prime number. And all this news comes out on a day leaving 201 days left in the year, or 21. It's also on a day with 59 numerology, kind of like Negro. Let's talk about the Negro on a day with 59 numerology. Also 59 Freemasonry. We're talking about that. What was it? A 58-second video that he put out. Freemasonry 58. Also 59, just like the Negro. So he was born with 87 numerology, born in 78, born with 87 numerology, right? Just like Kobe, born in 78. Stephen equals 87. I think slavery equals 87 as well. Slavery, 87. 42, 102, and 30, just like Stephen. And interesting, let's look at him and Kobe's birthday. Kobe, born in 1978 on 8/23. 1978. And then Stephen was born on the 5th of April, 1978. They're 140 days apart. Exactly 20 weeks, like death, right? Or if you use the end date, it would be 141 days. If you write out 33, it equals 141. Also look at the 20 weeks in one day, like 201. Like the story comes out on a day with 201 days left. Kobe Bryant and Steven Jackson. So it's the 74th NBA season, right? Very strange. Regular season started on October 22nd. It was suspended on March 11th as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. Going to be a very long season when all is said and done. And it's going to be 74 days. They say from when the season starts to a possible Game 7 on Columbus Day, that's 74 days. 74th season, 74 days. They're going to play here. It's very appropriate. The ESPN Wild World of Sports complex equals 373. Seen this number before. The 74th prime, the 74th season, playing 74 days. It also equals 383, which is a prime number as well. The 76th prime number. And that's interesting because Disney equals 76. Right? And we're talking about the Negro theme. Negro 76. Negro also 32. Right? Disney 32. And most of the league, black people, mostly black in the league. Disney World 59. course, Negro 59. This happened on a day with 59 numerology. Also, Disney World 148, and in Jewish, the N word. Let's see if we can find it. The N word is also 148. So, Disney and the N word. Disney World. So, another thing that I noticed is that Stephen Jesse Jackson, his full name, equals 295. And that's interesting because the 2019-20 season started on the 295th day, right? And it had to suspend play with 295 days left in the year. Very interesting there. And then NBA restart equals 118, that death number in Jewish. Are they foreshadowing something with this? Death 118, NBA restart 118, and you're going to be in a bubble 118 and 37, just like NBA restart. You know, the death number. Also, 118 is Los Angeles, California. There's a saying that Los Angeles is going to win. Well, there's two Los Angeles teams, but two teams from Los Angeles, California. Are they going to win the finals? Both 118. So the headline also corresponds to when the article was written. Stephen Jackson reveals concern over NBA's resumption of play equals 769, which happens to be a prime number. 769, the 136th prime, right? And 136, the article comes out on 6/13, or most of the world would say 13/6. So just another news story by this code of numbers and letters and dates on the calendar. What else is new? What else is new? Stephen Jackson in the news. Right? Why is he in the news? Why is Kyrie Irving in the news? Kyrie Irving. Let's look at Kyrie for a second. Kyrie Irving. He's born March 23rd. See why he's in the news. March 23rd. '82, like, wasn't Bryant 82? You include the end date, it's 83. Remember, racial injustice equals 83, just like murder, also 11 weeks, 6 days, like African American 116. And there's the 2 months and 22 days. And he was born on the 83rd day of the year, March 23rd, possibly, because he was born in 92, which was a leap year. So yeah, he was born then. Kyrie Andrew Irving. All right. Kyrie Irving. Numbers of Freemasonry. Freemason 147. Saturn 69. New World Order 75. Irving also equals 83, and this happened 83 days after his birthday. That's perhaps why he's in the news. Talking about Florida. Florida equals 38 and 43. This restart, this potential NBA restart. So there you go. Everything's by the code. Thanks so much for your support. Talk to you later.